Welcome, everyone, to the 90-day run to senior director. We are so fired up, and this is a super Saturday, guys. Woo!
Guys, we are flat fired up to be back in the great USA, and we had a fantastic trip.
Sorry, that's
us. We just wanted to make sure everything was working, and it is. So we're glad to have everybody on here. We got incredible information that are going to be shared today, but we are so excited to be back here and blasting it off with everybody. We've got some great information that we found out on this trip that we're going to be sharing with you as well on this training. We're going to be sharing the brand new link that Meredith Burkett spoke about at our convention about 4 weeks ago, telling you how hard we've all been working to make this link a 3-click link. So make sure your team is on it. We're going to be sharing that later on the training. So I want to make sure that everybody's got a notepad and pen like we've got here, ready to rock and roll, because this couple that we're going to be sharing with, and send a text out, because I'm going to go through a couple things that you need to be up to speed on. And Gina's going to help me go through these slides a little bit as well to give you a little heads up. But the sardines hit the 3rd highest rank in just 65 days. They're on fire. They're crushing it. They're rocking it. They're doing one-on-ones. They're making phone calls. They're patching 3+ people a day. They're following up. They're pointing people to Zooms. They're doing home launch parties as well that are packed out. So I want to make sure that you're you got your team on here, because that is where where the rubber meets the road. If you want to know how to win and succeed and have everything flowing off the tip of your tongue, like I was with dropping off some suits that I got in Italy off to my tailor, where they got a clothing store, but I got people in the business there that are fired up, rocking it. And I was prepared, ready, and it was flowing off the tip of my tongue for air conditioner owners. They're asking me, Steve, can you talk to this friend, that friend? I'm ready to go, because I've been plugged in to these Zooms, the trainings. People call me and say, hey, Steve, I'm not able to sponsor it. Then I could tell you're not on a Saturday training. There's no possible way you can leave a training like we're going to have today and not have it flow off the tip of your tongue, have people hear it in your voice, coming from your heart, and see it in your eyes that big things are happening with this incredible X39 and the power of the opportunity behind it. So we're excited to share. We're going to show you a few slides to prep everybody before the sardines come up. Go ahead.
And I just want to really hope everybody realizes I'm the one who's organizing all of the opportunity meetings during the week, the speakers. I organize who's speaking. And trust me, I'm watching who's making it happen. So we are on our game. So our whole purpose is for you to get something or a lot of things to help you win, to get your business from where you are to where you need to be. And I don't know where that is in your life, but I say, hey, to the finish line, winning, making an income. I don't know what your energy is, your excitement, your ability to move, shake, rattle, and roll. But I'm telling you what, we're going to give you all it's got, all you need to get yourself to where you need to be. But you got to participate. You got to be on. I'm telling you, every single opportunity meeting, we get something out of it. Yeah. And we might be in another country. It might be in the middle of the night. It might be in the middle of the day. I know Lonnie's like, do you ever sleep? We're like, no. Yeah. We are so on fire that we want each one of you to win. And we're not full of ourselves. We want to learn more. We want to be better. We want to be go bigger. So I hope that you're with us, because you know what? This couple is going to rock your socks today. So make sure you get I already got my name on here, Tommy and Ingrid. I'm ready to rock and roll, take notes, because I love to take notes, because you remember 99% of what is said. So I hope that you're, going to take notes. You can put them in your phone, put them on a piece of paper. And remember, these are all recorded, so you can go back and get more information, listen to it again as you're driving from wherever you're going during the day, or you're doing something in your house. You can put it on. It's just absolutely incredible.
And don't be overwhelmed by Zooms. I mean, think about it. People at beginning, when we put a patch on them, they come to us in tears with what's happened to them with their health. But not long after that, they're coming to us in tears that they've never made this kind of income in their life. Is that a great feeling for us as we shared this with them? Think about the feeling you're going to have by doing so. But have you ever had anybody crying to you that they're making so much money, they feel guilty how much money they're making and they're in tears? If not, then this is it. Like Gina called our convention. This is it. And the Zoom, I mean, look on the bottom when I show this first screen, it's just our welcome screen, but it shows the call-in number. I mean, you can literally just call in and have it in your earbud. I mean, for this kind of potential for you to have the freedom that Gina's been retired from a flight attendant from this industry. And we know if we have since 2008, right?
Yep.
August
1st, 2008.
So we would know if we are onto something big. Hey, 13 months ago, we might not have known, but now we have got the inside track. This ain't a trial run. And now we're really putting the pedal to the metal. If you heard Mike Hernandez last night, what he's learned, what he's heard, they're just starting it. So this is what's about to happen. So let me share these screens real quick. We're going to get the sardines up here right after we go through this. Look at down here, this thing, how we have a call-in number that you could call in from anywhere around the country. Now, this is only for America, but at least in America, everybody can call in. Not only just, and on all of our emails that we send out and all of our banners like this, we show it right on there for everybody. So our goal is to break 100 new senior directors in the next 90 days. We're breaking the highest ranks like popcorn. So that means we're breaking a lot of senior directors. So get excited about that. Your first goal is to go manager. Somebody was asking me just before I came on here, will this have how to get bonuses, how to make the bonuses? So I just want to go over real quick because I promised them I tell them, you know, when you sign somebody up as a gold, for instance, every time they enroll somebody, they make $100. So if somebody asks me, how do I get my money back real quickly? This person happened to be in the medical industry, so they probably have their own practice. I don't know how long it takes to pay off a medical practice. Okay, maybe never. I don't know, because you always got to get new equipment. Here, you get yourself in as a gold that's $500 and you're in the black with 5 people. So you're already in the black. So if somebody asks you, how do you get your money back? Let's sign up 5 golds. If you come in as a diamond, it's $1,600. Maybe it's $1,700, $1,800 with tax wherever you live. But think about that: 4 diamonds, because you make $500 when you sign up as a diamond for the next 90 days. You've paid for your investment. That does not happen in normal business. Believe me, our brother-in-law Jens was on here not long ago talking about all the serial entrepreneur businesses he's been in, and this blows away anything he's ever done. And he's been very, very successful. So anyways, you put 2 people right, 2 people. So that's the first way you can generate income. Now, the other bonuses come from the volume that's created through this binary. So as you're putting people right, putting people left, all these sleeves have 77 points to them, and that volume rolls up every time somebody's ordering a sleeve, and you can make up to $25,000 a week.
But wait a minute. That's where the importance of being on auto ship comes in place. As he's saying, it all goes up, but if you're not on auto ship, you're not getting it.
And I will tell you this much: you do get paid for the enrollment bonuses, whatever rank you came in. If you're a diamond, though, you don't get the full bonus unless you're a diamond and when you sign up a diamond. But as you work on these team commission that I'm telling you about, you only get paid once you're a gold or above. So you must be a gold. If you're a silver, you can only make up to $100 per week. So make sure you tell your friends that, and I do, and that's why they always sign up as a gold or above. And then in order for you to go manager, which is our first goal, you could do this in 24 or 48 hours with the momentum that we have. Maybe when we started, it might have taken a little bit of time. Didn't take Gina and I that long, but you can get this done much quicker by telling the stories and showing them the team Facebook page that we have that you just can't keep up with all the people hitting the ranks. So just 2 people right, 2 people left. You know, a mom, a sister, a grandma, and uncle. Okay, that wants to have their stem cells reactivated, wants to feel better. That's how you go manager. And now you can make up to $1,500 per week in the binary. Okay, so that's how the bonuses are structured. Now you have to hit the next level, director, which is, if you thought manager was easy, you could do it over this weekend. Like, set a goal, I'm going to have it done by the weekend. Even if you get 3 instead of 4, you've got a goal, you got some urgency, and you're running for it, instead of like, oh, I'm going to do it whenever I get it done. That is not how you want to build this business. You're going to put an effort about 24 to 36 months in of rocking this thing. And it's not crazy. We've had grandbabies, we've had holidays, we've had travel, we've done stuff. Okay. But you gotta you're making it a priority. Like
That's
we
right.
know that on Saturday, we're coming here for this 1 hour on a Zoom to make sure that we are on our game and we learn what we're doing and we can learn from our friends. Now, a director is just a manager, right? Manager left. So if you think you could do it over the weekend, help two people do the same thing, you're already a director by the weekend. I mean, if you start putting things into play, a manager, you're like saying, is so simple. Well, then director is very simple. It's just a manager right and left. That means director is easy. And you can, at least in 90 days, be a senior director, because it's just two directors in your business, and they could be on the same leg, by the way. I've got it written out here because I would suggest you building it this way, but you could put them on, they could actually be on the same leg. But that is how you're going to go senior director in the next. How are you going to do it? You got a strategy. You're going to have a daily goal of patch 3 people or talk to 3 people. I do not suggest text, and I'll tell you how to do the text later in the session today. But texting is not how we got our folks. We called them on the cell phone, and we figured out a way to get them on the phone. If we had to text them to say we need to talk to you, but we didn't talk to them about the patch.
Yeah.
On the phone, on a text, we talked to them. It's too much. You got to hear your voice.
Yeah, they got to hear the energy.
Yeah. And then the 3, and by the way, I'm not an energy type person.
The energy, the urgency, the importance, the value. I mean, just hearing someone's voice can completely change.
Yeah, I'm a competitor, so I'm not got that charismatic type personality, but I will say that if you know you need a little charismatic personality to hit this kind of goal and this kind of money, could you come bring it out of you? I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but I've figured out a way to do it, to be a little more like Gina, because people want to hear your voice and some excitement and something happening, not, oh, I got this X39, maybe your stem cells, you want fix them a little bit. I mean, I'm on my game and ready to go when I talk to the person, and you will say the same thing to every person. You're just going through the people to see who's looking and who's serious. Are their eyes looking at you? Are they looking down? Are they crossing their arms? You're moving on to the next one. You got to shuffle. You got to sort and shift as fast as you can. And then you point to a Zoom like this, or download our presentation and be your own Zoom. You could read the slides. You could do it over a coffee. You could do it at someone's house. You could do it in a group setting. It's not that hard. You watch us do this on this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You watch it for a week. You're on your game. You probably could just watch the replay this weekend 3 times and you're ready to go. So you've got a goal, a daily goal. That's how you're going to rocket this thing. Your goal in the next 90 days is to put 20 personals right, 20 left. We were just in Sardinia. There were 24 couples that qualified for this. Most of them were Japanese. Other than the people that Gina and I brought to the team and our sponsor, the rest maybe sponsored some Japanese, and that's how they qualified. There was no Europeans. Nobody ever heard of the 2020. No one really knew exactly at all what they were doing, except for all of us, and our team was so confident, and we knew exactly what we're doing. And the Japanese were actually begging all of us to tell us what we're doing, because they said that they don't even have they really can see that we're just blowing right past them. So that is pretty exciting about what we got our hands on. We know it's working. It's a well-oiled machine. That's why I encourage you to be on these Zooms. So your weekly goal to hit that 2020 in 90 days, you needed to do it in 90 days, because that creates the momentum and the energy and the urgency for your whole team to be making this happen. And now you have plenty of people to work with. You're not pushing your goals on somebody. So people are calling you, Steve, I'm ready to go. What do I need to do? Okay, go manager. Okay, I went manager. What's next? You're not doing every single thing for everybody, but I will have this statement for you. My attitude is I will do everything for everybody to help my family get to the top of the team commission and making $25,000 a week. If I got to do everything, I have that kind of attitude. So I hope you do. Now, when you have that attitude, people are going to start following you. You just got to show that kind of attitude. But if you're just kind of wandering through the wilderness and not putting 100% in, mamsy-pamsy, what do you call it? Hokey pokey, 1 foot in, 1 foot out every day, it's not going to happen. So, but this is very fun. I mean, we're patching 3 people. Look at me in the eye. Do you know what's going on with your stem cells? This is like very fun. We don't even believe we've been in for 13 months. Okay. Then you put 3 personals in a week and 13 in a month. I love a monthly goal, because maybe the people you're planting the seeds, talking to them about the X39 didn't all get in this week, but the following week, maybe 2 or 3 get in more that you spoke to the week before. And now you've got your monthly goal. So set that goal. You got a strategy now. You know exactly what you're doing. The sardines are going to help you with some of the scripts and things to say. But I mean, if you just start telling them the technology that we have, we're on our game. And so here's our website. Whenever anyone asks a question, we always send them to startx39.com. When we tell you about this link that we're going to be promoting and teaching you on today, we're not changing anything. Somebody says, how does the X39 work? What it's all about? Great question. I'm sending you the Start X39. I do not use this new link for anything that's on the InTouch app, only for the sign up part of you signing somebody up. That's all it's there for. Do not use any other video, anything. Everything anyone needs is right here on startx39.com. How do we know? Because we've broken 23 of the highest ranks on our team in the last 13 months. So we want to just make sure we wouldn't share with you anything that is not working. Yeah. We know this is the best way. We've got our sample envelopes that are found on Build 331 Step 3. Then you just set there and you make you register yourself in Vistaprint and you order your sample envelopes. You can order anything else that you want to order there. We've never ordered business cards because we just get them in our cell phone and start communicating right away. It's kind of old school as far as we're concerned on that. So our goal is to get you to senior director in the next 90 days. So we're confident. We know you could do it. It's a matter of you just engaging and implementing what you're going to be taught by this couple that just hit the third highest rank in 65 days. They rocketed it at the This Is It convention. They're fired up, and we're so excited to be sharing with them.
Bring it up, baby. Let's go.
From South Florida here.
Yeah.
Tommy and Ingrid Sardine, take it away, my friends.
Hey, well, awesome. Well, thank you for having us on here to do the training this weekend. And it's an honor to be on here. But let me say, everything that Steve and Gina said right now, I mean, we don't even have to do the training. Just follow what they said. Now, I'll share with you. I'll tell a little bit about my background, but I'm going to tell you. When we started this business, we signed up. We said, well, we want to talk to the number one person in the state who's building this business. And they told us, Steve and Gina. We went to their house, and they told us what we had to do. And just what they just told you, 20 on the right, 20 on the left. Now, we didn't know anything about a binary. We've been in the industry for 30 years, but we did not know about the binary. And all we did was follow what they told us. We didn't step out and try anything new. We just trusted, because if they earn the income, some people say, well, they're really hyped up. I said, if I made that kind of money, I'd be hyped up too. So, but the thing is, all we did was follow their lead. As they say, you just got to follow the leader, and it's all about duplication. But my background was in law enforcement. I was an officer down in Miami-Dade, Florida for 20 years, and Ingrid was in the home healthcare industry. And we weren't looking for anything when we got into the network marketing industry. I just was looking to make an extra $1,500 a month because I was watching my kids grow up on my desk. I don't know about what you guys are looking at to do with this business, but I just wanted to be able to spend time with my family. And I'll share with you, Ingrid, she had narcolepsy. She would fall asleep driving to work. She actually had a prescription to take a nap at work. So my goal was to bring her home. Her goal was to bring me home because she thought my job was a little bit more riskier than her job. So we got started in this industry, and let me tell you, in my first year in this industry, I made $10,000. Now, some of you probably say, that's not a lot of money, but it was a lot to me because I was able now to spend time with my family. That was my goal. But the second year, I matched my income. The third year, I matched and then I started making more, doing this on a part-time basis, the network marketing industry. And then they cut the budget and they told me I had to go back in operations and fight crooks. And I said, no, I quit. And I started doing this full time because I used to do a lot of dignity protection, football games, parades, concerts. When I started doing this full time, bro, I didn't get home 6 months later. But what it took us 5 years to earn with that other business, right? For us to walk away from our careers, we did that with this business, with this technology, with this system in 5 months. You heard what I said. What it took us 5 years to earn, we did it in 5 months. And we're going to share some of the things that we do. But all we did, I shared with you, we went to Steve and Gina's house. We said, tell us how this works. Because they already have done it. So why am I going to reinvent the wheel? I just want to copy the right cat. And they were the right cats to copy. And that's why we hit the level. And we're on our pace to get to the top level with the company and earn that six-figure income monthly. All right, that's the goal. So I'm going to jump into the training, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, and then I'm going to come back to Steve to wrap it up with some incredible announcements for you guys. But let me get started with my slides here. So the first thing is, and you probably guys going to say, you know what? I heard that already. Some of it you probably heard already. But my thing is, how many times you went to work and did the same thing? You heard it every day when you went to work. and you still showed up, and they paid you to show up every day to hear the same thing. This is your business. And when you hear the same thing here, you get better and better and better, and you win. And that's what Stephen Gina talks about, winning all the time. And we're going to share with you, what is your why? All right, think about it. Now, you probably say, that again. But some people say, what why stands for? What hurts you? And that's what you're going to work this business to get out of the hurt. So I want you to, hopefully you have pen and paper, because they said a short pencil is better than a long memory. All right, so list everything you've ever wanted to be, to do, and to have. Let me just, it's not moving there. Okay, there you go. So now, what do you want to be? Do you want to be more healthy, out there being able to run, right? Maybe you want to be that perfect aunt, parent, that be able to spend time with, maybe that's a grandparent, spending time with their grandchild. Or do you want to take control of your life and have the boss in the background and you in the foreground? Or do you want to make that decision to take your family on a vacation and you pay for everything? And that's something that Ingrid and I did for the past 2 years, taking our grandkids on to Disney, to Epcot, to just taking them on trips, right? Now, what do you want to do? Do you want to travel? Do you want to take up another hobby, right? Cruise. Or maybe you want to jump out a good flying airplane like these people, right? I don't know. That's something I don't want to do, but some people want to do that on their bucket list. But what do you want to have? Now, everybody looks at this guy in this car and it says, well, he wants to have a car. No, he wanted the smile. You know how much it costs to get a good smile? Right? Think about that. It wasn't the car, it was the smile, right? What about a house? Maybe you want to have a house that maybe your kids are sharing a room and you want to help, want to get them another room. Or maybe you have some parents that's living on a fixed income. You want to help unfix that. What is your why? Right? That might be your parents right there. You take them on a personal cruise, right? Not on a ship with a whole lot of people, on a personal cruise. But as Zig Ziglar says, you can have everything that you want in life if you help enough people get what they want in life. And I'm just going to share with you. I'm going to go back to Steve and Gina, because when we heard that they helped over 170 people earn $1 million in a 12-month period, we knew that was a couple we wanted to lock arms with. Because this industry, the secret of this industry, how many people you're willing to help make more than you? That's the secret. It's not about you being above them. It's about you helping people to rise up with you. So how will you get what you want? How will you get that why? Right? Is your dream worth it? As they say, if the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. So we want to keep it simple, though. And Steve touched on it. And we want to create a culture of system-dependent people. You have to plug into the system. You don't want to be people-dependent, because you don't want to be the guy, because you can only be a guy for so many people. We have a system with Build 331 that you have to master. Once you master the system that they talked about just now, and we're going to expound on some of that, some of the how-tos with the system, but that's what creates a success. We didn't create the success with this business model. We went to Steve and Gina and says, what's the system? They said, this is the system. The first thing they said, 20 left, 20 right. We did that. Now we're working on the second 20 left, 20 right. We're not going to stop doing 20 left, 20 right, because once you do it, you can teach it. See, I was a training advisor. I was assigned to the police academy. I trained police officers and correction officers. But when I asked the student to do 25 push-ups because of something that he didn't do, I got down there and did the 25 push-ups with them. I didn't stand over them and watch them do the 25 push-ups. Steve and Gina is now watching you and telling you what to do. They were over there, they won a trip, and then they spent 4 weeks away from their family to build a business for us, because I had people in Europe at the meeting where they were at and took pictures. So they were working for us while they're over there. They were helping us build our business over in Europe. So that's what the systems is about. Plug into the system. So duplication is key to success, right? All we're doing is duplicating what Steve and Gina has done. And all of the top leaders, they talked about 23 top leaders right now, and ask any one of them, what did they do? All they did was follow the lead of Steve and Gina and the system that Honest Cole and Steve and Gina put together. As they say, what you see is what you do. Now, I'm going to play a short clip right now. Hopefully it works. And then I'm going to come back. And it's real short. And it's entertaining too, but watch this. And it is so true. What you see is what you do.
To answer that question, we set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone. simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone and nobody is watching her, except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Have a seat and they'll be out in just a couple minutes. Great, thanks so much.
Everybody was doing it, so I thought I was supposed to.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do? We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived. And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room. Here to explain what's going on in their brains is Jonah Berger of the University of Pennsylvania.
This sort of internalized form of herd behavior is part of what we call social learning. Starting at a very early age, when we see members of our group perform a task, our brains literally reward us for following in their footsteps.
When I saw everybody stand up, I felt like I needed to join them. Otherwise, I'm like excluded. Once I decided to go with it, then I felt much more comfortable.
Conformity is how we become socialized, but it can also cause us to develop bad habits or repeat past wrongs.
And it's why even this rebel, who wasn't standing for any of this nonsense, eventually joined the ranks. And the only thing more shocking than seeing how easily conformity affects the way you act is that similar forces are subconsciously shaping the way you think right now.
So as you see, what you see is what you do, right? And that's why the system is so key, because all you have to do is follow a system. Do you want to be where Steve and Gene is? Do you want to be where the top leaders are? It's following the system. So as they say, people will duplicate 100% of what you don't do, right? And 50% of what you do right. That's the key. So what are you going to do? And are you going to plug into the system? So let's get started and talk about the system. So first thing is the list. Now, I know everybody on here said, I heard that before the list, but how many of y'all on this Zoom today have not contacted everyone on your list? And some of you said, well, I have them all in my phone. But as Gina said earlier, motion creates emotion. You need to take it out your phone and write it down on a piece of paper, because that's going to create the emotion that you're going to have inside of yourself to make the calls, right? You could use a memory jogger, and that's just going to help you, like, the person at the bank. Now you'll talk to the bank teller, the person at the post office, cell phone contacts, social media platforms. But one thing you don't want to do is prejudge, because you don't know what people are going through, right? I never knew that so many people couldn't sleep until I started working with the X39 and they started wearing the patch and they said, I could sleep a lot better. I didn't know they weren't sleeping before, right? Don't make decisions for other people. That's the key. Our goal is to educate and help them understand what we're doing. Everybody needs what we have. Everybody wants what we have, but they just don't know about it yet. Our goal is to go out there and share and educate them so they understand what this patch can do for them. The patch doesn't heal, doesn't cure. It just reboots your body, as we say. But you want a big list, because if you have a big list, you'll have a big business. You have a small list, you know what happens then. You have a small business. So, and you got to keep adding to your list. And they're just going to expound on that a little bit more. But approaching prospects. Now, one of the rules is that you want to, let's do this right quick. One of the rules is you must emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. It doesn't matter. You might talk to your best friend and they'll laugh at you. Oh, that's no way that's going to work. Then I talked to one of my best friends, and she was an anesthesiologist, and she says, there's got to be something going into your body. I didn't let it bother me. I talked to her when we first got in February. She didn't get in until May, until she had a pain in her hip, and she went on her desk and searched for the patch, and it helped. Think about that. So I didn't get upset about it, right? She's talked all kind of stuff, but you want to be yourself. We're just ourselves. But you know what? You will get excited about this once you start working and building the business. So you want to bring some passion to it, as we say, and the passion is excitement, right? And if you're not excited, as they say, your wood's going to be wet, because this business works, right? The patch works, right? You have to have a strong posture. Be yourself and be your bold self. Now, I'm not obnoxious with people about it, but I just know it works. And I just share with you, I didn't have anything going on with me when we signed up for this. I didn't have any pain, nothing. I had plantar fasciitis in my foot from running, but I had that for a while. And so nothing happened. I've been using a patch for a month, nothing happened. But when my sister used it and it worked, when one of my best friends used it and it worked, when another nurse friend of mine used it and it worked, I took their belief. That's when my belief went through the roof. My plantar fasciitis went away in 2 months. But if I would have quit in the first month, I'd still be hopping around now. I couldn't run, couldn't play basketball. But I kept using it. And when you heard the story, the lady used it for 6 months, and not till the 7th month it worked. So you got to be bold about it and just keep sharing and keep sharing and keep sharing. So I'm going to turn it over to Ingrid now, and she's going to jump into some more information on how you can take your business to the next level, especially with this 90-day run.
Awesome. Thank you, Tommy. Well, great opportunity today to share. Well, we're going to cover a few things, and guys, it's just the basics. You've learned a lot of the how-tos, but let me tell you, the fundamentals of inviting. First, guys, it's all about the mindset, right? Guys, we have to know we have the gift. We know we have it, so we need to share that. What we need to believe that we have it, right? We have an amazing technology that will change the quality of their lives, not just medically, but financially. We're touching lives in every way. You must be yourself. Be your best self. And if you're modeling someone because you're being coachable, put your personality into it. People know you. And if they don't see you, they're going to think you're faking it, right? And just be real. Now, Tommy talked about having passion. Be enthusiastic. Like if you're getting ready to make your calls, I recommend play some music, some upbeat music that gets you in the right mind frame before you get on that phone. Because guys, let me tell you, they can feel your energy over the phone. So don't get on that call, as Steve said, and just you don't want to do that. You want to make sure they can feel your passion. They will, feel your heart. I'm telling you, when you're sharing, they're going to be believing because they feel it coming through the phone, and have urgency. Like, guys, don't wait for next month to do this. Don't wait for next week. If you're talking to someone, don't tell them to check it out next week or jump on a Zoom next week. It's now, not next week. We want to, and if what they say, if not, just go next, right? And belief. You have to believe in the company. Come on, guys, 19 years. Like, what is there not to believe, right? Believe in your product, the opportunity. We know it works. We've had many examples before us. And of course, most important, you need to believe in yourself. Guys, you need to believe that you deserve it. You can do it. And, everything will fall in place. Now, inviting, it's an important skill. Now, to let you know, it's all about setting appointments, getting people to take a look. Guys, startx39.com. Invite to an opportunity Zoom. Don't complicate it, guys. This is it. This is what it takes, right? Our job is to educate the uneducated. They don't know it exists. We just need to let them know. And educating and understanding, I'm going to share. Tommy talked about the Bill 331. That's our system. I'm going to read this. Why? Because I got this out of the Bill 331. So if you recognize this, you're going to say, oh, yes, I remember. And if you didn't, that means you're not plugging into the system. All right. So you need to know your product, right? So the X39 is a stem cell activation patch made from organic crystals. You have a little patch showing. When applied to your skin, it's activated by your body heat. It's non-transdermal. Your body heat then releases the frequency that has been proven to stimulate the GHK-Cu copper peptide. And the benefit of that is that the X39 patch is proven to activate, increase, and reset your body stem cells to a younger state. Guys, we don't have to create anything. Everything is there for us already. This script, I may have reworded it a little, but you have to put your personality. Scripts are not there for you to read. Scripts are there to put your personality into it, and so that you can share it. So just like when you stand in the sun, the frequency from the sun tells your skin to elevate the vitamin D. So people understand that. So it's important to just, guys, talk to everybody. So whoever talks to the most people, win. All right, so there's 2 recruiting approaches because we're building. We're builders, guys. We're not just patching people. Come on, we're changing lives, not just medically, but financially. And that's where the success is. We have a product approach and we have an opportunity approach. So I'm gonna, what is coming next is very wordy, but I'm gonna do it. It's a script. It's what I use. I'm gonna read it, but I just want you to understand, whatever it is that you do, if it's working, don't change it. All right. I just listen. I hear what people say, and I adapt, and that's how I'm doing it. So I'm just going to share the approaches and what works for us. All right. This is the product approach. I can tell you, if you're going to do the product approach, guys, you must be equipped. You can't be doing the product approach and you're not a diamond, or you're not on a maintenance pack, or you don't have enough tools. This is your tool. You must be ready for samples. So I'm just preparing you. All right, so this is my conversation, and I kind of put it here just so that, if you want to use it, whatever. But anyway, I found out about a new topic. But first of all, I say, what do you know about stem cells? Then you listen. Guys, you need to be a conversation, right? You listen. Just let them talk. 9 times out of 10, they don't really have much to say, but let them talk. Then you come back. You know what? I found out about this new technology that reactivates our own stem cells. I didn't know this, but at age 30, half of our stem cells go dormant. And by 60, they're almost all gone. You still have them, they're just stagnant. That's why people are more prone to sickness and disease, and they recover slower, feel sluggish, out of energy, and they feel like they're getting older. The product is patented, therefore nobody has it. And that is what is so powerful. But anyway, the testimonies will bring you to tears. They're that good. And this is a lucrative business plan. Now, at this point, I pause and I'll share my own testimony. You share your testimonial. If you don't have one, you borrow your team. That's what we did initially because we didn't have our own testimonials. So we borrowed the team's testimonials and we share. I have a little cheat sheet. I just have, I just blow up a little cheat sheet and have it always prepared. I'm on the phone. They can't see me anyway. And I touch different points. I said, actually, if when I share the story, most stories is rapid pain, it's pain relief. And if you're talking to someone that has no pain, their conception is, well, I don't really have pain. So I don't know if this patch will really, I don't know if I really need this. So you need to touch the different areas. So, people experience better sleep, improved energy and vitality, improved hair quality and nail growth, rapid wound healing, mental clarity. Guys, just go and just throw out a few benefits that you know that the patch has done for many people. So that's a cheat sheet. I always, if you're going to be on the call, if you get nervous, getting that cheat sheet in front of you is the best because you won't forget a benefit, right? So just wanted to share that as a tip. So once I'm finished that, I don't even allow them to talk. I'm just continue. Quite honestly, while I'm sharing, their expressions are wow, because they can't believe the benefits that I'm sharing that this patch is doing. I tell them, listen, our bodies are made to heal itself. And to be able to have a patch that allows that to happen is just amazing, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a link that has all the information on the X39 stem cell reactivation patch. It has the 80 case studies from the doctors, the patents, and the testimonies. I want you to check it out. There's 2 short videos, with an overview. If it makes sense, watch the 3rd one because the inventor explains the technology. If you like it, text me your address and I'll send you some samples. Now, that's how you do it that's how we do it with the product approach. I don't lose opportunities to invite to Zooms either. So I'm still on the phone with them. What am I going to be sending them? startx39.com, right? But then at that same conversation, I already have them on the phone. I know there's a Zoom on Monday. So I'm going to say, what are you doing Monday night at 8:00? If it's that night, what are you doing tonight at 8:00? Awesome. I'm going to send you a link. I want you to check it out. And guys, now they have 2 opportunities. If they can't watch the video, if they can't get on the Zoom, they'll watch the Start X39. If they like what they see, now they're more open to wanting to attend one of those Zooms. If they come on the Zoom and they get all fired up, because they will, now they're going to really take that Start X39 and start giving it a deep dive because of what they just saw. Guys, don't duplicate. Don't complicate it. Like it's everything I just shared is what we hear every day when we do our presentations, when we listen to the different Zooms. The other one is our opportunity approach, right? This is, what I'm building, I'm a builder. You have 2 people, there's 2, not everybody can see big money. So you want to start off with 2 different mindsets depending who you're talking to. Sometimes you don't want them to feel like you're trying to tell them that they need to earn more. So you can use a 3rd-party approach, right? Who do you know that wouldn't mind earning an extra $500 to $1,000 a month on a part-time basis? They'll probably say, me, right? Even if they don't, who cares? I just came across this new technology that's a significant medical breakthrough that has a very lucrative business plan attached. Are you available tonight at 8? You can jump on a Zoom? That's one. The other one you could use is this person, they're doing well from themselves. You don't know what income level would attract them. So do you keep your income options open if the money was exciting enough? Think about that. They know what's exciting to them. So that's the dollar figure they're thinking about, right? Same script. Came across a new technology. I didn't even tell them about the stem cell. I didn't even go into a lot. If they say, so what is it? Great opportunity. Now I talk about what do you know about stem cells, and I do that spiel, right? So in the meantime, I'm going to send you a link that will explain the technology. If it makes sense, we can make a lot of money. And I send them to startx39.com. Didn't send them any samples, didn't send them anything. We're talking business. We're getting you started with an incredible opportunity. So I just wanted to share the 2 different approaches. Hopefully that meant something and was worth it. But very important, guys, remember to always tell them, listen, this patch doesn't heal, doesn't cure. All it does is allows your body to do what it's supposed to do, and it's heal itself.
Well, just to jump in real quick before Ingrid goes on, as you saw those pictures there, that was actually we did those 2 home presentations, and we had 70-something people at one and over 100 at the second one. And you saw Steve there taking pictures, but that's what we have to do. And as you notice, and Steve talked about, you saw the slides when we started this Zoom today, they have live presentations all over the country now with Quantum Field. So you want to make sure that you plug into those live events that's happening in Dallas, that's happening in Ohio, they're happening all over. So live is where it's at, because once you get the people there, once they feel it, it's a total difference. And the Zoom is great, but when you're there touching and feeling and shaking a hand, makes a big difference.
All right, now you want to present for success. And so Steve, we didn't really talk before we did this, but you need to learn to be a presenter. Right? You need to be that person. You know what they say? The person that's drawing the circles are the people those are the people that's earning the income, right? So you want to learn how to do that. First of all, you need to learn your own testimonial. That's like your elevator pitch. Come on. You need to learn, how to share what your pain was prior to X39 and how the X39 has helped. Also, share why you're excited about the opportunity. Because, if you're presenting, it's not just about the patch now, it's about earning income, right? So you're able to capitalize on a significant medical breakthrough with a very lucrative business plan. Like, guys, I learned this at the This Is It convention. Those two little lines right there, I took that note and I've been using that. Because that's why you don't want to miss anything, because every time you listen to a new training, you get your notes, as Gina says, right? You're going to take notes and you're going to use what works for you. Learning the opportunity presentation. Actually, Steve said this. Just go on the Zooms, listen and learn, right? Our Bill 331 has the presentation in it. So you just pull down the presentation or reach out to your leadership and tell them, I need a presentation. Guys, it's point and read. It's simple, right? But you go on the different Zooms, hear different personalities present, use what works for you, point and read. And there is it, guys. You are a presenter. You can now do your own presentations. You can download this in your phone, go in a coffee shop, flip in through your phone with the presentation and do an incredible presentation. And guess what? If you messed up, who cares? They don't know. They don't even know what you're supposed to be saying. So the more you do it, the better you get. So I never miss a Zoom. I always want to hear the different testimonials. That to me is it just really energizes and gives me more conviction every time I actually go on a Zoom. And of course, if you're not comfortable, guys, you can actually use a pre-recorded presentation. I understand not everybody is comfortable sharing, if they don't have that confidence yet. But until you get to that point, don't let this stop you, right? Onyx calls, the YouTube page, all our presentations are recorded. Select the one that resonates with you. Use that as your go-to. You're sitting with someone, watch it with them, send it to them. It's best if you can do a personal presentation, even on a Zoom. Share that presentation on the Zoom if you're not comfortable. Guys, don't complicate it. Just let the system work for you. Right? You don't have to be the perfect presenter. Now, I share a quick story here. I don't speak Spanish. I had a team member that needed to do a house meeting. And, actually I was going to be out of town. So I had one of my other business partners to present. She don't speak Spanish either. But you know what we did? We sent her the Spanish presentation. She arrived. She played the Spanish presentation. The presentation presented to all the Spanish-speaking guests. It was awesome. And they did have signups right then and there. So guys, it works, right? So we just need to use the system. Following up means we care. Guys, the fortune is in the follow-up. I don't want to tell you, you actually, they are expecting you to follow up because you said you were going to, right? So follow-up is doing what you said you were going to do. Like, I'm not going to just send someone to a Zoom and don't call them back. Come on. After the Zoom, if I saw that they were on, That's the next phone call. I saw you had an opportunity to jump on the Zoom. So what do so that's, you have to follow up. If you don't follow up, they probably won't want to do business with you because they're thinking you didn't do what you said you were going to do. Now, the only reason we have to, to follow up is to really to get to that next exposure. Because guys, what we know is that it takes 4 to 6 exposures to really get someone started. So that first exposure, maybe that telephone conversation. That second one might be sending them to that Zoom. The third one might be that follow-up. Maybe we didn't close them. Now we need to send them another link. Maybe they need to get a video from David Smith. Guys, we have the resources to get them to that next step. It might need a 3-way call with your expert, right? Then eventually you're going to come to the close. Guys, if they don't say no, it's not a no. So we just keep following up, and you want to, now don't be overbearing now, but you want to condense the exposure process. Like, don't send them a link this week and then 2 months from now you follow up. That won't work, because in between that, someone else might recruit them, right? It's just how it is. And that decision might be because they may think, well, someone spoke to me about it 2 years ago. Guys, they're not going to go back to the person that they spoke to them 2 years ago, because that person didn't follow up with them. What means that maybe they weren't really serious about their business, and they want to do business with someone that is serious about their business. So you need to show that prospect that you're really serious by doing the right thing and following up and getting them to the next step. Closing is an opening. Let's see how that works. You want to learn to ask the right questions, and that gives you the positive direction, right? So you never say, so what do you think? Guys, you don't want to know what they think. Like, who cares? Like, we know it works. We're not asking for their opinion. So what did you like best about what you just saw? Like, come on, best. Like, they're going to start telling you, well, I like the fact that it's non-transdermal. I like the fact that they're going to start selling themselves on the benefits of what they just saw. So the likeliness of them getting started has increased, right? Pretty exciting, isn't it? Now, guys, do your own thing. Like, this may not be your personality, right? It could be, wasn't that amazing? Come, whatever your personality is, but you must have passion. They must feel your energy. Can you see how this could be an opportunity for you, right? So your positive questions to get positive results to enhance your closing. Now, maybe at this point, or maybe you come to a point that you might have to take out this next card. This card is a 4-question close, right? I'm going to go through 4, a little series of questions that, you don't always have to use, but this can be helpful, right? So question 1 is, based on what you just saw, if you were to get started with this company on a part-time basis, approximately how much money would you need to earn in a month for this to be worth your time? So you're putting it in their ball game now, right? It's in their ballpark, right? They might say, if I could make maybe 2,000, maybe that would be worth it. If I could make 2,000, they're thinking part-time, they still have their job. This is just this little extra side gig, right? So the second question is, so approximately how many hours would you commit each week to develop that kind of income? Well, my hours, maybe 2 hours a day, maybe 10 hours a week. I could do 10 hours a week. Guys, they're committing to you, right? 2,000, 2 hours a week. Third question, 10 hours a week. The third question is, so how long, how many months would you be willing to do these hours to develop that kind of income? And so they'll be like, maybe 6 months. I'll probably do it for 6 months. If in the next 6 months or a year, if I could be earning that extra 2,000, because they understand it takes time to build. So I wrap it up. So if I could show you how you can develop an income of $2,000 a month, working 10 hours a week over the course of the next 6 months, would you be ready to get started? Guys, If they don't get started here, I don't know, right? So I'm just
Ready.
right. So it's just, you know, it's just another way to close. So I know we always have objections. We get it too. And I'm so to Steve and Gina, no matter how much income they're earning, they still get this, right? Oh, it's one of those pyramid things. It's that network. I don't want to do network marketing, or maybe, you know, I can't believe nothing goes in your skin, or, you know, whatever their objection. Guys, we really don't care what their objection is. All we know, if you get good at learning these 3 words, feel, felt, found, guys, you can overcome any objection, right? But you must always agree. And I know it might be difficult because we have different personalities listening right now. This may be difficult for you, but as long as you agree, people feel commonality and their guards drop, right? You know, whether it be the fact that, you know, it's a scam, you know, listen, I know how you feel, because quite honestly, I felt that way when it was shared to me. But you know what? The more research I did, the more people I had getting results. You know, this is how I feel. You know, I know how you feel because this is what I found. The more people having the results, it's just an amazing business. Like, you know, most of our objections is the network marketing part. Hey, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but for me, well, they know I've been in the industry, but I know it's a negative for a lot of people. But I can tell you, this is life-changing. You know, what is more rewarding to us is the people we're helping, you know, the people that are not able to sleep, to be able to sleep better. Guys, you know what brought you in. You need to use your reason as what you found and let them understand why you're doing this. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to...
Hey, I just tell you, I mean, incredible training, Ingrid. And the thing is, you know, it's a choice, right? Anything that you do is a choice. Now, we're going to talk about, I'm going to turn it over to Steve about this new, incredible link in the app that he's going to share, the 3-click system. When I saw this, I was like, this is it. I mean, we keep coming back to that same thing. This is it, because I know.
It just got easier.
It just got easier.
So download, guys, your InTouch app, download it. And this is what you need to look for, that link. So with that.
All right. So as I say, you know, I just want to wrap it up with this. I have something that's sitting in front of my desk here. And as you see behind us, we talk about dream, belief, hope, all those things. But here's something I have in front of my desk. It says choices. Now, we all have choices. And this is an incredible choice that everyone has done, being on here today, plugging into the system. But you're where you want to be right now because of all you do and say. And every choice you made in life have brought you to this day. They say that life is choices, and this I know is true. And if you do not make a choice, the choice is made for you. So for anything you choose in life will surely come to you. So guys, it's a choice. Success is a choice, and that's our motto. But let me tell you, lock arms with these leaders that are going to wrap up this Zoom this afternoon. But let me say, we're with them to the end, because we know they've been leading us in the direction. I mean, you can call them. Their support is unbelievable. And let me tell you, I know what's going to happen. We're in the 4th quarter now. And you know what happens on any game, any sport in the 4th quarter? You run, you run through the pain, you run through everything. So we're ready to run right now with Steve and Gina. Over to you.
Yeah. Woo! Wow. Steve asked me to go over a couple things, hit a couple highlights. I'm like, it's my whole notepad. I can't take the time. But hey, this is recorded. Yeah. We are getting text. Who just texted you?
Jim Reynolds.
Jim Reynolds, our dear friend in Atlanta.
Best yet ever.
The guy owns like 5 hearing aid.
A med spa.
A med spa. His wife, I'm telling you, he's texting going, wow. People are texting like crazy. Yeah. But he's just the last one that we saw. So wow, congratulations. Thank you so much. That was absolutely phenomenal. And Steve said your slides are incredible.
Oh, yeah. Wait till you see mine. I got to get with you guys and make a real clean one. But It was incredible. And this is exactly what everybody needs. And remember,
Yes, even us. Oh my gosh.
it
I'm
doesn't
like,
matter if, when you say, oh, I might have seen something, remember what this is all about. Every Saturday, every Zoom, it's not about you learning something new, even though you're going to grab a piece, like Ingrid said, out of, I think if everybody says, you got to get good at bringing people onto these trainings so that all these hundreds of people that were on here, close to 1,000 people, including the YouTube training, all going to go and break out of here and grow their business. If you don't have anybody on here, you're the only one growing your business. You want to have your entire team rocketing and making this happen and learning from everything that Tommy and Ingrid just shared. Incredible training, guys. I'm going to expand a little bit on this incredible new technology that was just available to us. Let's see if I hit the right.
we got another text that just came in. Greg Warmbrier.
Okay,
just
now
said, whoa.
Yeah, now you're going to see what I mean, Tommy. I threw my pictures together so that everybody can see exactly what we got our hands on. A little rough, but I'm going to make a video of this too. Well, might be a little rough the first one, but then I'll get a professional photographer on it. But I'm going to shoot one this afternoon. Now, the first thing you got to do is what Ingrid said: get yourself, download the LifeWave In Touch app.
Yeah.
Now, I want to let you know. Everything exactly the way Ingrid taught is exactly the same. We're doing it. Nothing is changing. The only thing we're using, what we have our hands on here, is for signing up people very quickly.
Yes.
It's going to put fuel on the fire that we've already got going on. So you're prospecting, just like Ingrid said. As a matter of fact, the worded verbiage that I've been saying is exactly what she says.
Yes.
As soon as they ask me a question, I'm starting you to start x39.com link so they can go through. And the reason why we all use the same link for everything, we don't use any of these videos that are in the LifeWave app, is because everything that you need is on the X39. So if you've got a pro athlete like myself, you could send it to the same link to me. Tommy, with a police background, law enforcement background, you can send him the same link. Doesn't matter if it's a doctor, doesn't matter if it's a flight attendant.
So Steve is referring to the Start X39 site. Just
Start,
like you're new.
Yeah, startx39.com is our main link that everyone must get way before they get this link that I'm going to share with you. So I want to make sure you understand that in a big way, because we've had all this success, record numbers. The company has never seen the growth that they've had in the month of August. So this is like, if you're wondering if now's the time to roll up my shirt sleeves, it is the perfect time, because their eyeballs at corporate are this big because they can't believe what is happening. After we broke out of This Is It convention, this momentum has exploded. Now, what do? You're going to send them that link for startx39.com, and now they're excited to sign up with you. Normally, we've been using the paper app. Gene and I started with the paper app, and now we've been using this up till last week. We've used this paper app, and over 58,000 people enrolled on our team with a paper app mostly. Okay. Now this link that I'm going to share with you and how to get to it and how to use it only works in America. So you can't use it anywhere else. We'll be expanding it in different areas, but we wanted to get this done
start somewhere
first.
That's
in
right.
the number one fastest growing country. So once you are you've clicked on the In Touch app, you'll see right inside there that there's Enroll with LifeWave. There's some other ways that take you to your website. That is not what you want. You want to use only this link right here to click on. Once you've clicked on it, this message is going to come up. The only thing that I wasn't part of designing was the verbiage that they use to send to the people. And I don't use that kind of verbiage. So I wouldn't suggest you use it. If you like it, you can use it. But I click the individual right there. So you see that thing, and that'll bring you to the next slide that says you got different ways that you can get to your access. They can actually access your entire phone. So you can send them from your phone. I don't use this. Some of you are, like Ingrid said, very good at keeping track and having your CRM where they keep in track of all the people you're sending it to. I personally have clicked this so that I could send it to myself. So I've clicked on the device. Now I'm going to put my own name in. You could do what you want if you want to send it to somebody, but if you send it to yourself first, now you can change all the verbiage that you want. So you see, this is what comes up when you first click to you. So you got your name. I put my name in there. Now see, I'm going to send it to Steve. So you see how I got to click. Maybe you can see my mouse. You see that that check mark right there. I had to check that to agree that the person agrees. And then I'm going to text it to them and I'm going to continue. Now you see what's going to pop up before I share. That's what's going to go to their phone if I don't change it. Okay. Which you can use. I didn't put that. I didn't create that verbiage. Now you see over here, I'm copying. When I send it, I click share. Now my own cell phone text message pops up and I copy that. So you see how I've copied it. Now I've got the message and my link. The key is my link. So if I go to the next page, you're going to see I put this in my notes. So over there on the left side, that's my notes. So whatever notes you have for your type of phone, this is an iPhone, then I take it, I change. If you want to take a picture, I made it big so you could see what it says. Great talking to you. Use our X39 virtual link below. Click enroll button. I do say this. The reason why is on our startx39.com videos, the first two, they do not have any other patches, only the X39. We purposely did that. I edited those videos so no one is confused. On this app that you've got, when you send it to them, it's very beautiful, but it has a video that has the other patches. Now, as soon as they watch it, I believe they're going to see, they've already seen it on the startx39.com, but I kind of highlight them to say, because if you guide people, if I'm going to the chiropractor and he says, hey, you need these certain kind of orthotics as well as what I'm doing with you, I'm listening to exactly what, say, like Dr. Tony would tell me, and he's guiding me. So I'm helping you guide your prospect. This is what Gina and I have been doing. Click enroll button. There's a huge enroll button. I don't even have any pictures of the app. You're going to be able to go through it yourself, but they're going to click the enroll button. Then we suggest start on a diamond or gold package as they allow you to max the compensation plan. Again, this is, you can make your own. I can already see that I made to make max. That doesn't make sense. I need to take the make off, but I threw this together for you to see what I say.
Then they'll know that you really wrote that because
you know it was me. So put yourself on 2-sleeve auto ship so that you can keep your points and make everything in comp plan. So I should have said the comp plan. Call us with any questions. So excited to partner up with you. Now I see I have my link that I took from my app. Okay. And I even put my ID number just to make sure they've got it on there. So you see now, this is where I had that in my notes. I rewrote it. I'm going to fix those typos myself, but you're going to want to put your own personality and your own self in it. Now I have this link on my notes. So every time I talk to Gina, she wants interested after she watches the Start X39, I copy, paste, send it to her. I talk to Tommy, he watches the startx39.com. Okay, I'm ready to go, Steve. Copy, paste, and I send. Normally I would send you a picture of the order form and I tell you to download it. This is what I suggest you getting in, fill it out, take a picture, send it back to me. Can you see how slow that can be versus what we have our hands on here?
And I wanted to make a note. I love how you got great talking to you. You didn't go great talking to you, Gina, because you're really moving fast.
Yeah.
Like if you put someone's name in there and it's 1% chance that you're going to send the same, if you're copying and pasting, you're going to send someone's name to the wrong person. So I like how you got great talking to you.
Okay. I'm not going to pull up the app because I want you to look at it and you can see what it is, but I'm going to explain what happens when you click on it. So, you know, you don't have to see my pictures. Okay. So now you see, I copied and pasted. I said, that's my text messenger right there going to myself or whoever my prospect is. It's all set up for them to get the link in my email. Now they might, I'm not sure on your app, if you allow, you can see it on your email or a text, but in mine, it's set, maybe defaulted to an email. So every time someone clicks my link, it says, hello, Steve and Gina, Steve Merritt just visited your link. So now again, if I did this through my cell phone contacts, it would tell me exactly who clicked on my link.
Right.
But I pretty much know who I'm sending it to. So I don't really care if it doesn't have their name. I just know they clicked on the link. Okay. It doesn't matter that much because I'm looking for the last one where it says they enrolled. So you see how it shows that I tested this app and they ordered, they signed up on a gold package on 2-sleeve auto ship, exactly how I explained to them to be at a gold or a diamond. And this is a new person that just signed up on our team. Okay. Now What happens when you get the link, I'm just going to explain it, and then you can see how it works. You click, you send them the link, they click on it. It's going to say enroll in a big thing with some other information on the X39, but I told them to click enroll. The minute they click enroll, they're going to see that they can click 3 options: silver, gold, diamond, and it even explains what each package is. Like I did on this. I didn't even talk about silver. I talked about the gold and diamond, but the silver says it's a trial. You can only make $100 per week if you get on the silver package. It's really not for a builder. The gold, you can make everything in the comp plan. It's for so it says silver is like for a trial of the X39. Gold is for a business builder, and then diamond is for the serious entrepreneur, and you can make everything in the compensation plan. Now they pick what they want, only 3 options, bam. Let's say they pick gold. Gold, then they're going to say, okay, now we're going to take and we need you to set up your account. What's your email? They do not ask for a URL. I love this because when I send anything to you, even the paper app, nobody knows what a URL is. Okay, everyone's used to putting their email and then their password and confirm their password. So that's what it's going to say. What's your email? What's your password? They make up a password, confirm it, and then they go through the billing and they go to sign up. As soon as they click sign up, right, they're going to be automatically brought in. You're going to see the subscription, how the subscription works. Okay, and once the subscription is put on there, you're going to be able to pick one sleeve, and it says one sleeve you can only make up to $100 per week, and 2 sleeve you can make everything in the comp plan. So they're going to pick what they want, and they click on the 2 sleeve auto ship. I will tell you that the minute they click purchase, as they go into the subscription, they're in the tree, they're locked in, and you're getting this email that says you've just got a new member on the team. I'm getting messages from some people that maybe you can adjust your message on the app. I'm not sure. Point is I love to have it in my notes so I can copy and paste. I know who I'm sending the information to. I don't really have to know exactly if the person that I sent it to opened up or not. You can make a new customer. They all actually have right here. I can show you in your app. You can create new customers right here. So you see how it says existing or a new prospect. So you could put a new prospect in there, and then you're not going to get it saying Steve Merritt opened up your app every time. You play with it a little bit, but the point is that I didn't want to send this out to anyone until I was in Europe. I knew it came out, but I hadn't tested it. So all the people, I couldn't use it in Europe as I'm signing the people up there. It's only for United States. So I got back home. I have people I prospected. I sent it to them. They signed up, and you could see those are people that I personally signed up. I don't like to try things out on my friends if I didn't do it myself. So you can see right on there that it definitely worked for us. And I will say one more thing, that when you use any of the ways we've been signing people up, where almost all of us have to hand hold somebody to sign up, one of the biggest things is if they want to get a diamond pack, you have to preset on a normal link from your back office website. You have to set the diamond pack to good default 90 days from the time they enroll. Here it's already set. Another thing is you send a link from your back office right now. Sometimes someone else's name pops up. That doesn't happen with the app. So everything you possibly need has been tested. The auto ships work. The enrollments, as you can see, are working. So I encourage you that you could start making this happen. And it's so much easier. It's going to put fuel on the fire that we've already got this momentum on the enrollment process once you start using it and sending it out. So this is exciting, but I want to reiterate one more time. Please do not use the app for any videos, for sending a first link. You need to go with the startx39.com. That is how we created this momentum. It works for everybody. You saw the doctors panel. We had a This Is It convention, and you saw all the other folks that we're not doctors. So it works for everybody that would possibly want to sign up on your team. So remember to get connected with us. Okay. Make sure that you're plugging into these events that are happening in Houston, Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. These guys are going to rock it. They're personal friends of mine. They're crushing the business. And I wouldn't put them on here if we didn't have a free, or what do you call it, a safe zone that everybody attends is going to be able to get connected with their own people. But all these are training, by the way. I would say there is There's opportunity meetings in the morning and then trainings in the afternoon, but some of them have already started. They're all the way through, but I wanted you to see the big picture, what's happening. Now, Monday, our great friends, Johnny and Kim Ringgold, are crushing it. They're going to be on the Monday opportunity training.
Yeah.
So make sure you plug your people in. They've got kids, they got jobs, they're busy, and they're making this happen in a big way. Anybody on Tuesday that's got people building in the UK, we had a meeting room set in the UK. So many people showed up, we had to get another meeting room.
Exciting.
So we had 2 screens going on, Gina in one room, me in another, switching back and forth. And it was wild, it was crazy, and we really put the Brits on fire.
And we're coming back.
So we're excited. Javi and Olga had a huge team there, so they're going to be sharing with us on the call on Tuesday. Now, this is British Standard Time. Don't get confused here. Come on. I negotiated out of high school. If I can get this, you can get it. 8 o'clock British Standard Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And you might have some American speaking or English speaking, I should say, folks in Europe that could plug into this. And it's a great way for them to log on as well. So this is happening on Tuesday night. Then on Wednesday night, we're back doing our opportunity meetings that people are fired up. This past Wednesday, where it was a great opportunity. Thursday, we got our Spanish. Mike and Sai are back from Puerto Rico.
Yes.
It
the meeting was standing room only.
And Mike told me that during the day before the meeting, his hotel room every 15 minutes was another person that wanted to personally see it one-on-one. Some of them huge leaders in the industry. Some of them never did a network. They're all wanting to hear what the X39 is doing. The time is right now. The word is getting out quickly. But remember what Tommy and Ingrid said. You've got to be on a team that's teaching the people how to win and succeed. We're not just signing people up. We got to get them on the training so they know exactly what Ingrid and Tommy taught today. So Carl and Kathy Firestone just recently hit the highest rank. They're going to be in Ohio on Tuesday. So who do you know in Ohio? Okay. Gina's family's from there. We're going to have in there. Again, it was so powerful on the Thursday that I put it on there twice. Okay. Again, here's just an overview. You can take a snapshot of it just to remind you. Monday, 8 p.m., Wednesday, 8 p.m. Those are English. Friday is noon. That's English also. That's a 30-minute opportunity on Friday. Very quick, short. Linda Sanchez did last week, 31 minutes. Come on. She went through the whole presentation. Boom. It was powerful, amazing. And that is pre-recorded as well. Thursday night Spanish. And then, of course, every Saturday at 1 p.m., rain or shine, we have an incredible leader that is teaching you guys what they do and how they're moving so fast in their business. So it's been a fantastic sharing with everybody. Thanks again, Tommy and Ingrid, for pouring out your hearts to everybody. It was incredible, incredible teaching that everyone now, if you implement what they taught starting this weekend, make your weekend count. Don't just go through the weekend. I mean, this is a time, and I want to just give you one more heads up. This is an opportunity that is not like a normal career. You put a certain energy for a season. For a season, you put an energy in, and then you can choose how hard you want to work. But you got to give us 24 to 36 months. 13 months, almost 14 months is already passed as fast as we could blink an eye. Tommy and Ingrid said they've been doing it for like 8 months or whatever, 6 to 8 months, and it's blinked that quickly. So what I'm saying is that this is so much fun that you don't even know that it's going this quickly. Could you put 2-3 years of effort into something that you will benefit for the rest of your life? Why? Because with all these thousands of people that are on here tonight or this afternoon, everyone is in their own business. So they're going to build it for their own dreams. Whether we go help them, whether we do it or not, they know what to do and they're going to go rock this thing. Of course, we're the kind of people, we want to be engaged, help everybody run and make it happen. But our little bit of effort every week, the effort we put in is only a minute fraction of the hours and the success that everybody's building. So again, when we started, there was nobody at the rank of the SPD, the highest rank on our team. We did it in 23 days. And within 13 months, over 20 people on our team have hit the highest rank. So all those people are building it, whether we build it or not. Of course, we're in there engaged, love helping everybody win. But I want you to see what this can do. It's not like being a flight attendant where your only effort to get paid is your effort. Okay. Every blood, sweat, and tear that you make to create an income is up to you. Here, everyone is taking a little portion to help you set yourself and your family free. Like Tommy said, I love what he's saying. He was tired of watching his family grow up on his desk. If that's you, let's take this serious. Let's not let happen to you like Mike Caruso, my tax accountant, spoke about at This Is It convention, right? You're not going to be another cats in the cradle father or mother. This is going to be your moment to make it happen. So we're excited.
Real quick, yesterday I was on the phone for an hour and 45 minutes with Pottery Barn. Something that we ordered came in wrong. It was just a disaster. But anyways, the girl was the kindest girl. And I said to her, can I ask you a couple of questions? I said, to do your job, do you work from home? Yes, I work from home. Did you have to have training? I love to ask people this because anything you do, you really have to do training.
Right.
She said she had to go to the corporate office and do 4 weeks of training every day. Guys, this is once every Saturday for an hour or a little longer than an hour.
Yeah.
Come on. And she was stressed out. She was trying so hard to help me and no one would help her. And they were telling her no and this and that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, we got to get together.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, every single career that someone does, they have to do training. So we're so excited because the training that you're getting here, we know if you lock in, you hone in and you really put your blinders on and give it all you got, you will win.
Yep.
But you got to get off your rear end. You got to do the work. You got to participate. And exactly what Tommy and Ingrid said, I'm telling you, I would take that recording and I would listen to it 6 times
over the weekend.
I mean, how much do you want to make?
Put your earbuds on and just
whatever
listen.
you're making right now, you want to make 6 times more, then listen to that sucker 6 times because it's exactly what you need to know to win.
And then anyone that missed today, get this training to them. It's going to be on YouTube right now. Go to YouTube and go look for the Quantum Field X39 team YouTube channel. Grab it, snatch it, and start sending it out to your team and say, hey, the goal is not to watch the replay. You can watch it, but you've got to be on these calls with your team. And that's how you make it happen. Make that commitment. Decide today that I'm going to make and just I'm going to give that 36 months that Steve is talking about. And again, we're not telling you to quit your job. We're not telling you to be weird or anything. Patch 3 people a day and get on the Zoom.
That's right.
Figure out how to do that. You can call in, you can click the link. You can make this happen. We're so passionate because we don't want any one of you to miss what we got our hands on. And this is going to be wild. That's why Ingrid and Tommy, we're so passionate about sharing with all of you because they want every one of you to win.
Thank you so much, Tommy and Ingrid. What a fabulous, fantastic, incredible Saturday teaching. And everybody, listen, this is it.
Let's
go. We will see you Monday night with the amazing Johnny and Kim Ringgold. I mean, they own their own huge solar company. Kim used to run a doctor's office, a plastic surgeon's office. These guys are on their game. They're rocking through the ranks. Get as many guests as you can on Monday night. They will get them in. God bless you guys. 8 p.m., same link, same passcode 39. And remember, this is it, guys.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Make it productive.